Hello, and welcome to the 16th video in a series on the tabletop role-playing game Bunkers and Badasses. In this video, we'll be discussing the Soldier skill tree and give a sample build. I'll give a brief description of each skill and my personal opinion. When discussing the sample build, I'll go through the skill taken at each level and my reasoning for each choice. Our first skill is Impact, which improves damage for all guns. This is a great skill. Sentry improves the stats of the action skill. The damage overall isn't great, but is still useful. Stockpile gives loot to allies during the action skill. Each player adjacent to the turret rolls the first d4 from the enemy drop table on page 78. The dice do not stack when there are multiple adjacent players. Each player rolls individually. Aid Station gives allies health regen during the action skill. This is extremely helpful. Starting off the second tier, we have Defense, which improves shield recharge. This is a decent choice. Scattershot improves shotguns. I generally recommend skills that improve a particular weapon. Cauterize gives shield recharge to allies on hit. This is very useful for the healing as well. Fitness improves health. This is a decent skill. For the third tier, we start with Refire, which gives a free use of the action skill. I generally recommend any skill that allows a free use of the action skill. Metal Storm improves stats on kill. This is a decent choice. Barrage improves the damage of the action skill. This is a good choice. Quick Charge gives shield recharge on kill. This is a decent choice for survivability. Kicking off the fourth tier is Grenadier, which improves grenade damage on kill and gives back a grenade. This is a great skill. There is a typo in the book and the PDF. It says +1 grenade damage per skill level and gain, but should say +1 grenade damage per skill level until the end of the encounter and gain 1 grenade. Supply Drop improves either Stockpile or Aid Station. This is a great skill. I prefer to use this skill to improve Aid Station. Overload boosts a base stat. I generally approve of any skill which boosts base stats. Overload in the PDF incorrectly says damage 1 plus mastery period mod +1 per skill level, but should say damage 1 plus mastery modifier period +1 per skill level. Deploy allows a free use of the action skill. This is useful for an emergency. Fifth tier starts with Stat, which allows health regen for you and your ally on kill. This is incredibly useful. Assault boosts base stats, a simple and great skill. Grit gives damage resistance. This is a decent skill. Revive gives shield recharge when activating the action skill. It's very situational, so I don't recommend it. The capstone is Guided Missile, which boosts the damage of the action skill. This is a decent skill. Taking all the skills into consideration, I'll now start walking through my sample build. In general, I invest 3 skill points in a tier and immediately move to the next tier to try to access the capstone as soon as possible. I always take the capstone, regardless of its quality. To start off the build, I choose Impact to improve damage immediately. Not many skills grant health regen, so Aid Station is very helpful. Stockpile will always be useful for giving potions and grenades, which are a notably limited resource. At second tier, Cauterize is useful, but should be used only for emergencies. Shots taken to help allies are shots not taken against enemies. Scattershot allows players to lean into a shotgun-centric playstyle. Defense will be very useful if the player acts in the before enemies phase. For third tier, Refire allows immediate deployment of the action skill, which is great offensively and defensively. Metal Storm is useful for better positioning and dodging. Quick Charge will improve survivability. With fourth tier, Deploy is good for dire situations. Overload is a great damage boost depending on the mastery modifier. Grenadier is great for grenade-centric builds. Down at fifth tier, Stat is great for survivability of the player and allies. Assault is good for the base stat boost. At the capstone, Guided Missile gives a decent damage boost to the action skill. For the remaining levels, I round out the established build. Maxing out Cauterize allows for another source of healing for allies, which makes them less reliant on potions. The rest of the build focuses on making the soldier better offensively, then improving the effectiveness of the action skill. Though this class deals modest damage, it offers a lot of utility. That's it for this class build. Let me know what you think of this build in the comments below. In the next video, I'll be discussing damage calculations. Thanks for watching.